Good afternoon, everyone. Good morning or good evening from where you are watching. And today we are going to discuss to you the general guidelines in writing short answer items. So I am Levine J. Clamohoy,
And I am Joseph Nilpes.
and we're here to teach you how to write those things. So, in context, a short answer test item requires the learner to answer a question or to finish an incomplete statement by filling in the blank with the correct word or correct phrase. While it is most appropriate when you only intend to assess learners' lower level thinking skills, um, you can create items that minimize guessing and relevant clues to correct answers. So here are the general guidelines. Number one, um, omit only significant words from the statement. So as you can see, in the statement, the faulty one, every atom has a central blank called nucleus. And the good example is every atom has a central core called nucleus. So the significant word here is nucleus. So that's what you're going to omit from the statement. You are not going to omit any other words than the nucleus because it's the important one. So in the first item, the faulty item, the word core, which is the answer to that blank, is not the significant word. And you can also, it's prone to many and varied interpretations, resulting to many possible answers. So that's what we're going to avoid. Okay? So that's number one. Number two is do not omit too many words from the statements such that the intended meaning is lost. So here, for example, the faulty statement, we have blank is to Spain, as the blank is to United States, and as blank is to Germany. So it's kind of confusing to have those a lot of blanks, right? So the good example is Madrid is to Spain as the blank is to France. So number one is prone to many varied answers. And for example, the student may answer the question based on the capital of these countries or based on what content they are located. Item number two is preferred because it is more specific and requires only one correct answer. Okay? So let's proceed to number three. Avoid obvious clues to the correct response. So from this statement alone, it is already understandable, right? So here, the example, Ferdinand Marcos declared martial law in 1972. Who was the president during that period? The good one is the president during the martial law years was, and then you answered that's Ferdinand Marcos. Number one item already gives a clue that Ferdinand Marcos was the president during this time because only the president of a country can declare martial law. So that's the very obvious question. Okay, Ferdinand Marcos declared martial law in 19. Who was the president during that period? So it's very obvious. So we have to avoid obvious clues for those questions. Okay, so let's proceed to number 4.
Okay, so as we continue, number 4, be sure that there is only one correct response. So the faulty states that the government should start using renewable energy sources for generating electricity such as blank. So the good example is the government should start using renewable sources of energy by using turbines called blank. So the item number 1 has a possible answers because the statement is very general. So we have already so the statement number 1 has many possible answers like wind, solar, biomass, like hydroelectric because the statement is very general. And item number 2 is very specific, and there is only we only require one correct answer. Uh, Next slide. Number 5, avoid grammatical clues to the correct response. So, faulty states a subatomic particle with a negative electric charge is called an blank. So, the good example is a subatomic particle with a negative electric charge is called a or an. So, the word an in item number 1 provides a clue. The correct answer starts with a vowel. So, what is the vowel? Vowel is a, e, o, u. Okay. So, last slide. Let's proceed to the last slide, number 6. If possible, put the blank at the end of a statement rather than at the beginning. So, faulty states that blank is the basic building block of matter. So that's the faulty. And the good example is the basic building block of matter is blank. So in item number 1, learners may need to read sentence until the end before they can recognize the problem. And on the other hand, the number 2 is learners can already identify the context of the problem by reading through the sentence only once, having to go back and reread the sentence. So they can answer it easily because they already have an idea.
So that's all for our discussion today, and thank you so much for listening, and I hope you are blessed. So thank you so much.
Thank you guys. God bless all.